long time ago.
No, it was yesterday.
The secret behind Chilli's childhood adventure. We cannot love Bluey and Bingo without loving the person who made them. No, I'm not talking about the producers of Bluey. I'm talking about the best pup mom in the world, Chilli. Today, we are diving into the secret story of Chilli's childhood. Grab your pawpcorns, because this will be such a fun reveal. Let's start with the first secret.
It's too dangerous.
I told you she was no fun. Hey!
Growing up, Chilli spent a lot of time with her dad, Granddad Mort. If you have seen the episode Granddad, you know Mort loves breaking the rules, and little Chilli was no different. In that episode, we also see how close Chilli is to her father. She even packed her kids in the car and drove for miles to see Granddad Mort because he was ill. Chilli is such a daddy's girl, and this is probably why she is so sweet. She also seemed really worried about her pa's health and begged him to slow down, and we can tell by how much she hugged him that she didn't want to lose him. But if her father made her sweet, what made her wise? Before we go into that, make sure you subscribe, or your favorite shirt will be stained with oil.
Where are they?
Where's who?
You know who.
Chilli definitely had a fun childhood, and some of her adventures taught her some big life lessons. But her adventures with her dad definitely made her the easygoing and playful mother she is. In the episode where she chases after Mort and finds him by the lake, we see her pause and smile as his games with her kids remind her of the time she was their age and played with her dad. When they are sitting together and staring at the sun, she asks Mort if he can remember when they did that all the time. Lovingly, Mort tells her that it was just yesterday. Well, nothing lasts forever, and that is okay. It is okay for a good moment to end. And if you are a big fan of this series, you must have seen how much she tries to give them a fun childhood, just like Grandpa Mort had done for her.
I got it! You had one job, Maynard!
Did you know that Mort's picture hangs on the wall of the Healer home? Yep, in that picture, Mort is wearing a full military uniform, proving that he was in the army. Chilli must have learned to be brave and confident from Mort, who actually survived a war. And if his medals are any indication, he was quite a good soldier. It is no wonder he was able to survive and recover from a heart operation too, as seen in the Granddad episode. Mort had to have an operation after being infected with heartworm. But even when the doctor instructed him to rest, Granddad Mort is seen trying to dig up a stump in his yard when Chilli and her daughters arrive for a visit. This strength and bravery shine in Chilli every time she comforts Bluey and Bingo during tough times. But this leads us to another secret of her past.
Hey, Bingo. Oh, what's the matter?
Daddy's playing too rough with me.
Chilli's mother only appears once in the series as a throwback to when she was a kid. It is such a short but sweet scene where we see Chilli's mother helping her with something while smiling at her softly. But this also leads us to believe that Chilli's mother might have passed on to dog heaven, and she might have passed when Chilli was still young. Could this be another reason Chilli is so wise and mature? Maybe she had to learn to live without a mother when she was quite young. What do you think? Do you think we will learn more about her mother in later episodes? Maybe this is also why she has such a big heart. But we get to see another way her childhood formed her when her sister, Aunty Brandy, finally appears in the series.
Who is that?
That's my mum. Your grandma.
Wow.
You might remember Aunty Brandy from the episode Onesies. Well, after nearly 3 seasons of the show, Brandy finally popped up on the 31st episode of Season 3. Unlike Bandit and his siblings, who are always together, Chilli's siblings rarely spend time together. So it is no wonder she is such an introvert, while Bandit is so extroverted and social. Chilli's family doesn't seem so social. In fact, Brandy and Chilli grew apart and did not see each other for a pretty long while, despite being so close as kids. Imagine Bingo and Bluey not being close as adults. Alright, that made me cringe. As we learn from the series, Brandy and Chilli had grown apart because of a big, sad event in their past. Some fans think this might have been about Brandy moving away, or maybe it might have something to do with their mother flying up to dog heaven. We don't know. But what we know for sure is that Chilli missed her sister so deeply. She was excited when she finally visited and hugged her sister tight. While we might not know exactly what first happened between them, Brandy finally confessed that she stayed away because she felt a little jealous that her sister had gotten the family she always wanted. She had stayed away because she did not want to be reminded of what she didn't have. Now that is so sad. Chilli might be the youngest sister, but she seems to be the warmest, and she definitely felt so sorry for her big sister. Brandy was so happy to meet her nieces. For the first time, she didn't hold back from playing with them. She even taught Bluey and Bingo the dance that she and Chilli made up when they were little. When Bluey asked Chilli what her Auntie Brandy was like when she was younger, Chilli smiled and said Brandy was her best friend. She even told her of the games they used to play. And guess what? Auntie Brandy shows up in another episode looking different. She is pregnant. The episode does not give us any details, so we don't even know the gender of the baby. But we are truly excited for Chilli's only sister. Chilli and Auntie Brandy's relationship is something many fans hope other episodes will explore in the future. Wouldn't you like to see more of these siblings throwbacks too? Tell us what you think will be revealed in more episodes. But there is one big secret story from her past you probably didn't notice. Chilli has a best friend, Frisky.
I'm sure she's grown out of it.
I hope they fit. I wasn't sure how much they'd grown in,
4 years.
Frisky and Chilli grew up together and were so close. They were almost like sisters. But after getting married to Bandit and having Bingo and Bluey, she had to move away and could not hang with Frisky as she used to. But Frisky often made sure to show up to babysit for Chilli. Yup, they are that close. Frisky loves Bluey and Bingo so much because they are her best friend's kids, and they all love playtime together. Frisky is also very level-headed. It is no wonder she and Chilli get along so well. And get this, Frisky is also Bluey's godmother. Yup, she is very much a part of the family. But something else happened in the series to make her even more part of the family. In the episode, Double Babysitter, she and Uncle Rad, Bandit's brother, found they both had to babysit at the same time. It is a rough ride at first, but they soon find a way to handle the chaos that follows. But that isn't where it ends. Frisky and Uncle Rad fall in love. They even get married. And guess where they chose to tie the knot? In the healer's home. This shows how much Frisky and Chilli loved each other as kids. And if all this wasn't enough indication, something else happened at the wedding. There was so much drama at the wedding that Frisky got into the car and ran away. But Chilli chases after her and finally finds her in their favorite spot as teens. There, they have one of the deepest conversations they have ever had as adults. It is no wonder Chilli is so playful and warm. She definitely grew up with the best people. Now, let's sprinkle in some fun fan theories.
Only because he likes prince punching dragons. Tomorrow he'll be off in search of another princess.
Some viewers believe Chilli's adventurous spirit came from her dreams of being a pilot. Chilli did want to be a pilot because her father loved planes so much. Maybe that is why she finally settled for a job as an airport security. Still, some fans think her love of family and nature is why she chose that job. Maybe she wants to protect people and help people get home safely, just like her dad did in the military. Don't you just love how beautiful Chilli's life has been? Her life shows us that every adventure shapes who we are. We love you, and Chilli loves you more. If you love Chilli, click the next video.
I know, kid. Me too.
It's not fair.